Here we go. Good morning. I'm coming from Arlington, Virginia today. It is a beautiful freaking day. Just about 10 a.m. Finally got some sleep last night. Starting to feel a little bit better, but still feeling a bit in the eyes. I'm gonna have a full race recap from the 100K this weekend later this week. But for the time being, I just wanted to check in real briefly, let all my growing fan base know that I'm alive and well, and talk a little bit about recovery. So race will come later, but recovery is what's going on right now. A lot of people think it's a little crazy that I decide to run the day after a race. A lot of folks like to take a day or two off to regroup. Sorry, we got traffic, we got airplanes going on. And I'm gonna walk down here to hopefully not bump into any other human beings. But for me, recovery is about blood flow and getting the legs moving as much as possible. And when I'm running, I'm not trying to run at any sort of pace. I don't look at my watch, I don't look at the distance. I'm just trying to get out there and move the legs. And if I feel any tweaks or pains, I'm gonna stop and return home. So I usually start with the treadmill run and then work small loops around the house, and that just gradually builds. And I found that doing that loosens up the legs, and if I do notice any tension or soreness, I know where to focus when I'm doing my stretching. So for me, not surprisingly, my left knee is where I fell during the race. That hurts a lot. My right knee is a little banged up, so I just need to be extra careful with those areas for the next couple of days. So step one is getting blood flow. I'm probably not gonna do any more running today, but I'm gonna switch over and do some stand-up paddleboarding, so I'm gonna still be getting outside. I like going on walks with my parents when I'm home, something I don't typically do when I'm back in California, so I'll go ahead and do that as well, just to make sure that I'm out and about and not just letting my legs get lazy and sluggish inside the house, especially when I have travel tomorrow. Number two is probably it's probably even more important, is sleeping. The night after the race is very difficult, so almost certainly the Sunday after a Saturday race, I'm gonna be super tired. So I ended up getting to bed about 9 p.m. last night, woke up at 8:30, so very solid night of sleep. Took a couple naps during the daytime, and I think all of that sleep just helps the body recover and rebuild, especially when you think about on a race day, you're up at 3 a.m., probably not getting sleep until 10 or 11, and the sleep is just crap because your legs and body do not want you to do anything but suffer. And number three is eating. I think back in the day, I used to finish a race and be like, oh my gosh, I feel so lean, I don't want to eat any more food, and just feel this fit and awesome. Or I'm unmotivated because I had a bad performance, and I'm thinking the first thing I need to correct is my eating. And so sometimes I wouldn't actually eat that much food after a race and go a long period of time without a big meal. And since then, I've learned eating as much and as often as possible is the most important thing you can do. If I can figure out a way to put on weight and not wake up the next morning hungry, then I've succeeded. So immediately after the race, I was eating this pizza they had at the finish line, chili, which I never eat. The pizza was pretty gross actually, because it had been out there for 3 hours already. And it kept on eating, and got home, had more food, found some pancakes in the fridge, ate those, took a little nap, ate more eggs, went back to the award ceremony, had pizza again, woke up and kind of rinsed and repeated, and had a massive dinner last night, basically ate from 4 until 8 p.m. So I think that's the most important thing, and as a result, my recovery has shrunk quite a bit. I feel pretty good today. Like, I couldn't do a workout today, and certainly couldn't do any sort of long run, but there's no serious damage to my legs right now. My quads aren't sore, so I'm definitely heading in a very good direction. Travel day tomorrow, and then I'll be back in California. Hopefully by Thursday I can get in a light workout and get back on the train. The most important thing with these mid-cycle races is getting back out and training again and not taking too much downtime, but you obviously don't want to force back into those workouts either. So finding that balance and making sure that the effort is there, but you're not killing yourself so you can actually start training at a high level again, is super important. So we've got less than 6 weeks till States. It's time to get going. Let's go, baby. I believe I already texted an order to my parents, who are up in that apartment there, that waffles should be getting into the iron right now. So I've had pancakes twice already this weekend. It's time for a little mix up. So waffles today, and then stand up paddleboarding this afternoon. Let's go, baby.